Hello, everybody. This is TannyFox, and welcome to FoxPodcast. Yay! And
Yay!
as usual, I am here with
Hello, my name is Sonic Payne.
Woo! Also known as
But
Ethan.
you can call me Ethan.
All right. So here's the point of this show. We're gonna have 10 random questions where each of us ask a question. We're then going to have an ABCs of storytelling. We're then gonna have a news section where we will find an amusing article of news and record our raw reactions to it. We'll then each tell a funny or amusing story that has happened to us recently. And then we'll talk about a recommendation for a YouTube channel in which we both, or either one of us, enjoy. So if I enjoy a channel, I'll suggest that. We'll try and do a new one every single episode. Okay. Before we begin, I would like to say thank you to RoosterTeeth. The show on their spot, their show on the spot, their show called On the Spot is what gave me the idea for this little thing.
So, give all the credit to RoosterTeeth for
The idea of the show.
Whole ABC of storytelling.
Yeah.
It's theirs. We are saying we're not stealing it because we didn't say it's ours. It's RoosterTeeth's.
We're just using it.
Yeah.
Be sure to check out Sonic Payne's channel as well on YouTube. It should be spelled SonicPayne. It should show up on the screen as I'm saying this. Don't have a space between it.
Look, it's very stupid how YouTube
Sometimes works.
YouTube's trying their best to hide my channel.
It's just too awesome.
Literally, you'll type it up and it'll be like, oh, don't you mean this? And it's like, no,
I mean this.
And then you find it, alright?
So yeah, if you want to check out his channel, don't put a space in between. And say that you do mean what you have written. Okay, we're going to start with our 10 random questions. Hooray! Confetti.
Yay.
Alright, the first question is, Ethan, what piece of technology is your favourite?
Well, recently I have got an iPhone 6s Plus. It has served me so well throughout this time I've had it because I've never had a phone as good as this, and it lets me do real life recordings. So my YouTube channel has been getting a bit of more content than it normally does. My computer is well, it's
Your second favourite?
It's something. It's something. I wish I had a PlayStation though, because my computer is not as good at it, and not much people go on the computer as much as they do on the PlayStation.
That's fair. And with me, my favourite piece of technology would have to be my laptop, very closely followed by my phone. The reason my laptop is because I am a story writer, and I like listening to ASMR and all these different things, and I can't really do those. Well, I can do them on my phone, but it's not as easy to do it on my phone. Typing an entire novel on a very small piece of technology is not as fun as you'd think it is.
The best part of, I mean, if you did do it on your phone, you can actually do it from anywhere. So if you came up with an idea somewhere, you write it down in notes and then you write it later. That works.
Yeah, that's what I do. Okay, your question.
Tanif, what is the hardest thing to give up?
Chocolate. I really like chocolate. Okay. It was very difficult, but I finally gave up candy. And not because I have to give up candy for the fact that I'm eating too much of it. It's just I'm meant to be going on a diet, and sugar is not something I should keep a part of it. But chocolate has been incredibly difficult to give up.
On your little candy talk here, with me, I don't particularly eat lollies or candy. It's not the fact that it's unhealthy. It's just I just don't like some of the stuff anymore. Like I used to love all this stuff, but as I've grown older, it's just it's just not
Less
really
appetizing.
It's less appetizing. Like chips, I only eat certain types of chips and not much of the others. Not because it tastes bad. It's just that.
Chips aren't a candy.
Yeah, it's right next. It's in the snacks department.
Yeah. I got it.
No, but lollies, I just don't eat them anymore.
That's fair. I quite like Skittles.
Skittles are okay. M&Ms are good as well. Chocolate, there's only particularly type chocolates. Anyways, my hardest thing to give up, my life. No.
That would be quite difficult. But
Well,
no jokes like that.
my second answer was about to be my bed, but then I remembered I have to give it up every night for the animals. Nah, but of course, back to the iPhone. If I ever had to give that up, I'm gonna be annoyed.
That's fair. Okay. Ethan,
Yeah,
what
what's
do
up?
your clothes say about you?
Well, to be honest, my clothes, what they say about me. Oh gosh.
Do they say you're a strong, independent individual?
No,
Do
I
they
look
say
like
that you're a bully?
So my clothes. Let's see. I'm wearing like what I'm wearing now. I'm wearing a jumper that has Elwood on the arm. It's white. Underneath, I'm wearing a Gundam style shirt. And my pants are just grey tracksuit pants. I don't really like tracksuit pants. If I wore jeans more often, if I had more jeans, I would be wearing them more often. I got black shoes that are from Everlast, with black socks. So I look to be kind of. Oh, I forgot my glasses. I look to be kind of like a.
A rich kid?
No. I look to be kind of just the casual guy who shows up to parties and is really nice.
That's fair.
Well, no, wait, that is what I am.
And with me, almost, like, at least 80% of the time, my clothes say I'm a nerd. Not a nerd, a geek. A geek. Sorry.
It's because you
Once
are
I
a
got
geek.
told off that nerds and geeks... No, nerds are the smart people and geeks are the people who like fandom.
That's true.
I just-
No, it's not. That's
Anyway,
true.
my clothes usually consist of some kind of fandom. If I'm not wearing my Doctor Who jacket, I am wearing my Pokemon shirt. If I'm not wearing my Pokemon shirt, I'm wearing my Minecraft shirt. I rarely wear shirts that don't have something like that.
Yeah. If I had more shirts with things I like on it, I'd be pretty.
Wearing those
I'd probably be
more
unzipping my jumper just so I could show off my shirts.
Alright, your turn.
What was the worst punishment you have gotten as a child? Punishments. Hey, sorry.
I got grounded and wasn't allowed to leave my room for 2 weeks because I forgot to brush my teeth for 1 day.
Well.
That's true. You?
Oh well, so as a child, so there's actually I've got two little stories here. As a child, you remember this because we're sister and brother. We were staying up like all night and just we were talking, and our father ended up coming in with a wooden spoon and whoopsh, whoopsh.
Go to sleep.
I remember that. But last year, I had more I was scared out of my mind out of this. We've gone up to. This is 1 day after my birthday, right? We've gone up to Kingston. I think no, it was Bordertown. Right, we went up to Bordertown for youth group, and we were having a fun time because this is not. I've never been here before, and well, I forgot to message someone who was taking care of me, from who I was.
You weren't living at home.
No, I wasn't, and I'm still not. Well, this is my home now. You know what I mean?
But it's a different place to what you were last year.
It is a different place to what I was last time. We can leave that to sometime else. So we were up there. We're having fun. I forgot to message this person on my brand new phone I got for my birthday.
Oh no.
Well, we didn't really have reception out there, so
It's a bit difficult.
I forgot because I was having a good time type thing. It was one of those situations, and I got back. It was 12 o'clock. Walked through the front door. The person we were living with was yelling off their head, swearing, calling me a selfish C word, and
Oof.
it was terrible. It was scary because I have never seen this. This is the type of person you wouldn't expect to have.
They're a nice person.
It seemed like a nice person, and I forgot to pick up my underwear from the clean floor because somebody threw it there from like the clothes that were washed, and I was told to pick it up. I forgot to. I was laying in bed like freaking out, and I was like, "Oh gosh, this is gonna get bad. I'm gonna get kicked out." And I was like, she came back. She was swearing more, calling herself a c word, and it was just
Scary.
this is 12 o'clock at night, and then the next day it was like, all right, you can't use the internet, you can't go outside after school, you can't get a lift to school or anywhere,
Oh, I
and
remember this.
you're not allowed to leave your room unless
It's for
you
school.
unless it's for chores and stuff. I'm kind of made up for it by doing a whole bunch of chores around the house. And it's one of those situations where they don't do anything, but you do stuff, and I was like, "Oh, do you want help with this?" "No, I'm all good." And then you get yelled for it type thing because you didn't help them.
Mm.
It was one of those. Anyways, so yeah, those are my punishments and whatnot.
Sounds like you've had a tough...
Fucking hell, cat!
What happened?
I am so sorry for the swearing. The cat jumped from my little shelf. I'm taking a picture of this. Give me a second. Jumped from the little shelf onto the huge cupboard that's right there. So, what were we talking about?
Okay, so the next question is, what animal best represents you and why?
Penguins, because they will never leave like their partner, and the males will take care of the eggs, and it's nice.
That's fair. So you want to be a mother, but a male. I mean, a father.
No, not like that. I mean, like, I'm one of those people. I'm a type of guy who will do anything for. No, that sounds. I will do anything for anyone if it's a good thing, and if that person's willing to pay respect for me doing that kind of thing. Like, that's how I see penguins, at least.
That's fair. And then me, ever since I was a kid, I don't know if it represents me, but I've always thought that my soul was part fox. They're just like the unique awesomeness of the animal kingdom. I mean, they have more than 30 calls. They're beautiful. Like, they're... Okay, I am not giving myself compliments here. I'm not being like... Don't start that. That song is a disgrace to foxes. Though it does speak truth. No, foxes are just beautiful. Like, if they're... Okay, this is kind of amusing, this fact. If a male fox, if his partner dies, he'll stay by his partner's side until he dies. If a female fox, if her partner dies, she just leaves. She just walks away. Don't. Okay, your question.
What is the hardest thing you ever had to do?
The hardest thing I've ever had to do is leave my siblings. When I moved out of home, I had to do it very suddenly. And I didn't want to do it suddenly, but there were no other options. And I had to leave my siblings, and I feel horrible for that. And to this day, it was still the hardest thing that I've ever had to do. What about you?
Hardest thing I had to do? I'm not really sure. Like, it was probably the production recently.
Yep.
I mean, last year. Because, you had to get all the lines right. You had to sing the song right. I was in a production called The Star Strike. Hold up. No, keep going. I'm just going to check something. I think I did save it on here because someone took it off. Someone recorded it, put it on YouTube, and made fun of everyone in the process.
It was a bit mean of them to do that.
True.
But I'll put a link to that if it's still up. It's my turn to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
What is the weirdest thing that has ever happened to you in a car?
I almost died because we were driving through the mountains of just about going into Queensland.
The
And
cliffs.
it was cliffs. It was rainforest, and we're just slowly come down the hill, and all of a sudden, we had a trailer in the back, and we're just screeching, and we've turned right next to the cliff, and we were just driving, and we hit bang set on the side going up the mountain. So we didn't go over the railing. Luckily, we got hit into the mountain. We nearly died. The second thing is, I was sitting in the car once, and it was just weird. Like, I guess this is weird, but I suddenly had to pay for everyone's food because there wasn't enough money and like the thing.
Yep.
That wasn't recently. That was like last year at some point. I can't remember.
The weirdest thing that's happened with me in the car. I was in the car with two of
You
my...
were the one who got it. What?
What?
I was gonna say something, but it was too bad.
I was in the car with two of my friends. They weren't dating yet. They did end up dating like a month or so after this. But the guy was driving, and the girl was eating food. And he slammed on the brakes, and she deep-throated the food.
Yeah, I've seen that happen a lot.
And the tension between them was hilarious. And they went on and told their friend that he forced her to deep-throat something. And this is before they were dating, so that friend thought that they started dating, and it was a big mess, but it was hilarious. It was weird for me to just be sitting in the back watching them do this. But it was funny.
Jeez, that's good. That's really good.
Alright, your turn.
What is something that everyone looks stupid doing?
I think everyone looks stupid when they do pelvic thrust dancing.
I did the pelvic thrust.
Yes. Yes, I think people look so stupid doing pelvic thrust dancing.
I'm doing it right now, and I'm joking.
What about you?
I was actually gonna do something with a dance, but then I was like, nah. Everyone looks stupid, like doing this. Like everyone's just standing there, and all of a sudden they grab their arms, they put it like in a 180 degree, like to their sides, and they bring it up to like their nose, and they go, and then they go, and they That's something my ex showed me. It's like, when you're angry, do this, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that because it makes me look stupid, but it makes you laugh at the same time.
Alright. What in a trailer gets you to immediately know that the movie is going to be horrible?
When it's got emojis. Oh!
Is that your actual answer?
Sure, let's go with that.
Alright, for me, I know a movie's going to be really bad when the characters don't look how they're supposed to look. Okay, for example, in the book, they're described as blonde hair, blue eyes, big boobs, and thin. But then in the story, like in the movie, it's brown eyes, orange hair, small boobs, and chubby.
You could like take this like as the Attack on Titan movie. No spoilers, by the way.
Attack on Titan movie, the Death Note movie.
No. In Attack on Titan, the anime, Armin's hair is blonde. In the movie, Armin has black hair.
Really?
Yeah, that's right.
Ugh.
That's really got me. But I still need to watch the second part. I need to watch part 2.
Okay.
It's surprisingly good. Alright, so...
The last question.
Oh, yep.
It's your turn.
Oh, yeah. If animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
Monkeys. Chimpanzees, whichever one. I mean, hey, I don't like you. Screw you, poop throwing.
Mine, I think, might be, cows. Because...
Why are you touching me there?
No. Because they're always... I mean, this would be our fault, but they're always in paddocks, so they would probably be rude, because, like, we're walking past we were walking past the paddock yesterday, and moo, moo, moo. And it
They could
wouldn't
be
stop,
calling you a
just
cow.
kept going. Yeah,
You're
call me
such a cow. Okay,
Alright.
that's the end of 10 random questions. Now we are going...
We're gonna go into an intermission for the moment
Yes.
because I need to do things.
Alright. So, I will give you 1 minute, and by that I mean you should pause it and go and do your intermission. Alright, we'll be back. Talk to you soon, guys. And welcome back to Fox Podcast. This is TannyFox and...
Sonic Pain.
Alright, so now we're going to do the ABCs of storytelling. As we mentioned before, it is
Yes.
something that we got from RoosterTeeth.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to create a scenario. And each of us, when we're talking, we have to go by the letter. Like, the beginning of the sentence has to start with the next letter of the alphabet, after we choose a random one. I think that's correct. Did I explain that correctly?
Yes.
Okay. The scenario is, I am breaking into Ethan's house, and Ethan's in the kitchen eating something when he finds out. I was thinking we could start on H and go from there. Alright. You're going to start with H. Ready?
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
Hot stoves are pretty good for cooking.
Interesting.
Just who? What the what?
Hello! Okay, I can't English. You weren't meant to see me here.
Let me see my surveillance cameras again.
Yes. Yes, you go look at your surveillance camera. I'm just gonna continue what I was doing.
Nope, I changed my mind. I've already seen that all.
Of course. Well, what are you gonna do from here then?
Punch you in the face. Ugh.
Quan! Quan? I can't English. Don't hurt me.
Rusty spoons are good for stabbing out the intestines.
Spoons? That's my
Terrible.
only weakness.
Terrible.
You're an asshole. That doesn't work. Under my dead body?
Very likely.
What are you talking about? I am so bad at this game.
All that you can think of.
Oh, we're just going straight back to A. Battle, you, me, now.
Come and make me.
Do you really not want to fight? Because I'm just gonna leave now instead. Don't call the cops.
Excellent.
And that's time.
You can leave now. Don't call the cops. Excellent.
I actually... That one went kind of well. Alright.
You gotta.
Now we're up to the news part of our podcast. Ethan and I... Ethan and I have both gone through the news articles, just random ones. It doesn't matter if it's true, if it's fake, who did it, who didn't. It's just more of a, what ridiculous thing can we find?
Yeah.
Or how did it even make it to the news? Like, what's so exciting about this? Things like that.
You'll
So,
see.
the news article I have found, the title of it is, 2 snakes spotted in Lake Burley Griffin just days apart. Okay, sure. Is this Canberra's version of the Loch Ness Monster? The Lake Burley Griffin Serpent? I won't say the actual name, for privacy reasons. Such and such said his 8-year-old son, such and such, on Thursday morning, took this pic of what appears to be a large brown snake on a footpath alongside Lake Burley Griffin near the Kingston foreshore. Thank you. I really needed to hear that there was a snake in the lake. Yeah. I'll just leave that at that. You pretty much get the gist. The rest of it is just the same details repeated, pretty much. What is the article that you found?
There's a horse in the backseat of this car,
Well,
and there's no description. It was just there, like on the news.
no description or anything. Just
Like,
there's
it was
a horse
video.
in the
It was a
back seat
video, and
of
that
this
was
car.
it was a link to YouTube, but it was on the news, and there was no description. So
The kind of news we want to hear every single day. Okay, now we're moving on to one funny or amusing story that has happened to us recently.
Funny or amusing story by Tanif.
Okay, so last week I went to a ball. It was a Halloween ball. Me and my friends, we spent the entire night smuggling lollies into our bags.
Oh yeah, this.
We spent the whole night smuggling lollies into our bag, and we were trying to be very careful not to get caught. Because, we thought we'd get in trouble because we're not sharing all this other stuff. At the very end of the night, just before leaving, I walk up to go smuggle a little bit more and find friggin' candy bags sitting there so that you can fill them up and take them home. There were literally bags sitting there the entire night. Apparently we wouldn't have gotten in trouble for smuggling because we were supposed to take handfuls of candy to take home with us. So we were like thieving free. I don't know how to explain it. I thought it was hilarious. When I pointed it out to my friends, they instantly grabbed a bag, filled it up, and were like, okay, I don't feel as bad anymore.
So my story is on about Thursday, which is yesterday for me. So it started all by we were going to the mountain, which is about 45 minutes from where I live. So we got outside, and the person I was with is like, "Hey, is that Blake?" Blake being a friend of mine. And I was like, "Yeah, okay." I've gone. She's like, "Okay, we'll drive up so you can say hi." And it's gone. Drove up, and I was like, "Hey, dude," and he's like, "Oh, what's up?" And I've gone, "Not much. We're going to the mountain." And he's like, "Okay, I'm just going to school." I'm like, "You have lesson in fifth lesson, don't you?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Do you want to come to the mountain with us?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure thing." And so he came up with us. We went to the mountain. You probably hear the dog in the background.
Yep.
So we went up to the mountain, and we got to the a nail place, and that's right in front of Foodland. This is inside the mall. I was like, okay, you can go. I was like, okay, I know you're gonna take long. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna take longer than normal. I was like, okay, so we'll go do our own thing. We'll meet you at McDonald's. And it's like, all right. So we've gone to Insanity and we saw like the Futurama collections because I'm a big fan of Futurama, and I'm collecting the seasons at the moment. And I was looking at them, and it was 3 discs for $40 or 4 discs for $50. And I've gone, okay, that's really good. I didn't buy them because I'm saving my money for tomorrow, which I'm going paintballing. So we've gone out of the shop. We're just roaming the streets, and we're like, okay, we're gonna go to the caves because the caves are open, but you can't go like in them. We're walking down, and we took some videos. I've got some videos on my phone. So at the bottom of the caves, though, when we looked, there were actually 4 shopping trolleys.
What in the?
And you can't get down there because there's no ladders. Like, it stops at this point, and it's kind of it's sad when you look at it. It's like, oh, so much garbage down there. Like, it looked good from the top, but as soon as you got down a bit, it was just garbage, and it was like, nah, that's not good, man. But anyways, we finished what we were doing. We were talking, and we walked out, and we had a look around. We walked through this little park, which looked really beautiful. Then we walked to McDonald's, and when we were at McDonald's, I ordered what I ordered, and I gave him the stuff I had from
The Monopoly event?
Yeah, the stuff I had from the Monopoly, and he was happy with that. He doesn't eat burgers, he eats chips, and he drinks whatever drink I gave him, which was Coke. We finished, and I wanted to prank the other person who was gonna arrive. I've gone, okay, I'm gonna hide my drink here because you already finished yours because yours is small. But I'm gonna hide my drink here, and if she says, "Well, have you eaten yet?" then if not, I'll get you something. But we just sat down, and she came and she's just like, "Okay, I'm gonna go order my stuff now." And I'm just sitting there, I'm laughing, and I just pull my drink out and I just start drinking it again. She comes back and didn't even notice. But we connected to the Wi-Fi. We were looking through Reddit and Twitter and all that, like we do as people. And
As people, yes.
pretty much, we sat there for about an hour waiting for someone who didn't end up showing up until like as we were leaving. And then that person had to go do stuff, so we went and grabbed something, and then we went home, and that was about it. And it was a fun day, because roaming around the town was pretty good, as I hardly do that with Blake, but we did it a while back again.
Okay, cool. Alright, so we're up to the last part of the video. We're both going to mention a YouTube channel in which we think is good, like a channel for recommendation. For me, I would say Markiplier, but everyone knows Markiplier and he's pretty famous already. So when I suggest a channel, I'm going to try and suggest someone who has less than 500,000 subscribers. If possible. If not, it's fine. So the person the person I'm going to suggest that you go and take a look at is called Trickywi. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. She's probably said it in her videos at some point, but I've obviously missed it. Trickywi. Anyway, she makes top 10 videos. She makes some songs. She does let's plays. Remixes of songs, and most of her things that she posts are about Pokemon, and it's really cool. She even has a top 10 fusion series, and will feature people who have drawn fusions of Pokemon. Not all of them obviously make it through, but it's really good. She's one of my favorite YouTubers, and yeah, I think you should check her out. I have written her name here in the video.
Yeah.
What is the YouTube channel that you suggest?
So, I personally, I listen to, just when I go to bed at night, I'm not very tired. I'm one of those people who have sleep apnea, and I can't fall asleep straight away. So, what I do is I go on the YouTube and I chuck on some ASMR, some good old ASMR.
Yep.
A lot of people don't like ASMR, but I do say you should try it. So, I'm going to give 2 recommendations today. They're both to do with ASMR.
2? Oh my god, you lucky ducks.
Yep. So the first one is Esque Reality.
ESC Reality.
Yep. Literally, if you just write ESC and then R, it pops up.
I'm going to test this out.
So pretty much she does these videos where it's like, I'm going to put a magic spell on you to accelerate your happiness, I think it was, or it's your energy. I'm going to accelerate your energy, and it's kind of a fun experience, because for some odd reason, I don't know if anyone else has gotten this, for some odd reason it feels like I could feel that it's actually being, it's actually, oh crap, my earphone fell out. It's actually like charging up or something. Okay. But then my second recommendation is ASMR Glow. She is a really nice person, and she deserves every view she gets. She does some really good ASMR, and she works really hard for what she has.
Okay.
So I'd like to say that.
Right, well, thank you for those recommendations. Thank you very much for listening in. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I just realized I, at the beginning of the video, forgot to say, hello, marshmallows. So, let's pretend that we're at the beginning. Hello! Bleh. Hello, marshmallows. This is TannyFox, and welcome to FoxPodcasts. Alright. Alright, so, as I was saying, I hope you all have a fantastic day. And thank you very much for listening, and if you could share it, that would be amazing. And don't forget to check out those channels that we've recommended. If you like Pokemon or you're interested in trying out ASMR, awesome. Alright, This has been TannyFox and Ethan / Sonic Pain, and I hope you have a great day. Toodles noodles.
See ya.